So here we go, part 2 of my year-end list. I'm sitting in my little spaceship here to show you some stuff that didn't make my top 10. I bought 27 2023 releases. I forgot to mention that. Surprisingly, there's a lot of death metal in it. So I'm gonna show you, let's do it format by format. First of all, tape, then the CDs, and then the LPs. In the background, if you don't want to hear me rambling on, concentrate on that. This is a little bit of Hungarian heavy metal. This is Ossian with their album Titkos Ünnep from 2001. Ossian, great heavy metal band. Most people don't know, except Renee from Spain. You know them. So, sorry, my nose is running a little bit because it's cold here. First of all, the latest Hellripper. I don't have to talk about that too much. I just bought the tape. I quite like the album, better than the others they released, because it's a little bit more diverse, a little bit more styles incorporated. Very cool album. Next up, Hymns from the Apocrypha. Yes, I bought the new Suffocation album as well. Didn't expect too much of it. It's very modern, but the songwriting is cool, the riffs are cool. The new singer, of course, is not Frank Mullen, but yeah, quite cool. I guess most of the death metal fans around in the VC know that. Another death metal album from Germany, Seven Crowns and Seven Seals from Sulfur Iron. Again, most of the death metal fans know that album. It has a very dense atmosphere, like the other records they released. I like this a little bit more than their last album. They try to incorporate a little bit of clean vocals, very orchestral passages on that one. Very cool songwriting. I bought the new Sailors, of course. The Shadow Inside. It's better than their last two albums, but it's not up to the first three are just unbeatable for me. So, Sailors. Some modern riffs on there, some mid-tempo stuff, but all in all, it's the most aggressive album since their third one. More death metal. Yes, I bought Make Them Beg for Death. I bought a Dying Fetus album. The last one I bought was Stop at Nothing, I guess, in the beginning of the 2000s. They were getting way too modern, way too much pinch harmonics. I checked that one out on YouTube a little bit, and I thought the songwriting here is way better than their stuff in the last 20 years. So I got that one. Nice CD for the car, nice CD for driving fast. All the death metal stuff is, when I look through the collection here, all the death metal stuff is on CD and all the other stuff is on record, here's one. I've heard the name, I read a little bit about the band, and then Roger Kjærbeek played that in the background, and I took a closer listen and I bought the album. This is Zombicron by Rotten Casket. This is a little bit of a death metal supergroup. I hate that term. It's got Martin van Drunen on vocals and Husky from Ex Disaster and Ex Asphyx on drums. And I don't know who else is in that band. It's a little bit more technical than Asphyx, a little bit more in the Swedish style of death metal. Great vocals, of course, by Mr. van Drunen. Yeah, do check it out. Zombicron. Last of the CDs. Ashes, Organs, Blood and Caskets. Crypts, Caskets. The newest Autopsy. Better than their last album. Way better than their last album, I think. Although I like everything by Autopsy. But this one, the songwriting has improved. The sound has improved. A lot of people were talking about their new bass player and that he's audible on that one. Great bass lines. Do look up the review Marty Worm did on the Heavy Metallurgy channel. The newest Autopsy. Yeah, great. A goodbye album by a band that is very near and dear to my heart, because I discovered them in 1987 with the album Finished with the Dogs. This is Invisible Queen by Holy Moses. I think this is their most furious album. It's quite technical. It's fast, and Sabina Clausen, of course, is screaming her lungs out. So, some thrash metal here with Holy Moses. A classic band that hasn't released albums since the 80s, and this is their comeback. So, the new Heavy Load, Riders of the Ancient Storm, classic back cover image, classic cover image. This one almost made my top 10. Very, very cool songwriting. As soon as the music starts, as soon as the vocals start, you know what you're listening to. So Heavy Load, great album. To everybody who is hesitant to check it out, after 30 something years they haven't released stuff, or almost 40 years, do check it out. It's well worth it. Another heavy metal album, KK's Priest with their new effort, Sinners Ride Again. Sinner Rides Again, I'm sorry. I've listened to that a couple of times. It's pretty new in the collection. As far for now, I like the debut a little bit better, but I may warm up to that one. The opening track is great. Yeah, I can't say too much on that right now, but like I said, I think the debut is a little bit better. This next album I did not buy. That one was sent to me, and this is another death metal band from the United States. The Glorious Dead with their new album, Cemetery Paths. Of course, we all know Mr. Worm here. A great, great death metal album. The production is pretty cool on here. The songwriting, as for the debut, is very, very cool. I like the cover image. Marty was kind enough to send me a spare cover so I could hang it up. Where is it? Right there. Awesome cover artwork. I would love to have the flag that is hanging in TJ's room, but yeah. I keep that with the record, so my record is autographed, so to say. Personally autographed. I talked about a Swiss band in the first video, and this again is a Swiss band. Might and Power by Megaton Sword. I quite enjoyed their EP and the first album. There's a lot of stuff in there. That one is my favorite so far. It's a little bit more epic, a little bit better production, a little bit more sword and sorcery. Iron Plains and Wicked Schemes Unite and the song Might. Do check them out. If you like a little bit weird metal like Curious Ungol or Manila Road crossed with Manowar, Megaton Sword might be up your alley. Holy shit. And no, I won't stop smoking. No. Die-hard smokers don't give up. Even they have to cough their lungs out. Next up, another thrash metal band from Sweden, which haven't released an album since 1990 or 1991. So, another comeback. Summon Thy Demons by Mazero. I was surprised to see that. I discovered this one through a video they released prior to the album release, and it's a great thrash metal album. It's not groundbreaking or anything. These are just some old guys having fun with a little bit of a modern production, but in this case it doesn't disturb the listening enjoyment. The cover looks pretty cool, although yeah, it's a good cross between looking modern and has an old school image anyway, so I don't know how to describe it. On Earth as in Hell is probably my favorite, and if I remember correctly, that is one of the songs they made a video for. So look them up if you like thrash metal and haven't heard the album. And the last one before my top 10 albums of 2023, which will be another part. Again, a band that hasn't released anything in years and years and years. This band is from France. French metal, French lyrics. Can you guess what it is? It's Apocalypso by Sortilège. Again, awesome cover artwork. It sounds a little bit more modern. It's still got their singer Suil. His real name is Christian Augustin. It still sounds like Sortilège. It's a little bit more modern, a little bit darker. On the last track, which is a long track, the title track Apocalypso, they have some orchestral stuff going on. But these old men still can do it. If you want to check out some Sortilège, I've got a late Christmas present for one of you. So be fast. I don't know if this will focus and if you can read it. I guess so. You can download the album. Just pause the video and type in the code so you can check out some Sortilège. So, merci beaucoup. Oh, I'm switching to French now. See you in my top 10 video of 2023. Maybe later on, maybe tomorrow. Until then, bye.